Thank you for staying with us on the news. Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Gov Eno, has outlawed the display of fetish or traditional rituals at the Christmas village this year. He said this while unveiling some new waste management equipment in the state. Miriam Daniels reports.
The lineup includes waste compactors, garbage trucks, recycling bins and containers, all part of his government's efforts to keep Akwa Ibom's streets clean and green. The governor is proud of the state's reputation for cleanliness and hygiene and wants to keep it that way. In fact, there is now a reward for the cleanest local government area in the state. Plus, a task force is being set up to go after anyone dumping trash indiscriminately or leaving their surroundings in a mess.
An average Akwa Ibomite is a very clean person, and that reflects in our personality and in the environment that we live. The Waste Management Agency consistently have won this award, and we are not going to lower the tempo now. We want to ensure that our city continues to remain very clean and green. And that's why we have decided to support the agency with this equipment.
Governor Eno also has big plans for waste recycling in the state. He's calling on partners to join the government in creating sustainable solutions that could turn waste into valuable resources. There is already a buzz around Akwa Ibom's Christmas village. Governor Gov Eno isn't pleased with what he's hearing. Some people are buying kiosks meant to cost 100,000 naira and reselling them for 300,000 naira. The governor is promising strict action against anyone caught in this shady business. More so, he says he won't allow anything diabolical in these festivities.
And I'm asking the Honorable Commissioner for Tourism to correct that immediately. Immediately. Because you know why? I don't say what I mean credible intelligence. Please, Honorable Commissioner for Tourism, I'm begging you, redeem yourself, redeem your image. It cannot go for more than 100,000.
Prince Ikam, who heads the Akwa Ibom State Environmental Protection Management Agency, gives the governor a thumbs up for being so hands-on with environmental issues. And he's not alone. Other stakeholders at the event also praised the government's efforts.
So what this means for us, it means a whole lot. And it's going to help us to ensure that Akwa Ibom State is clean, green and beautiful. You know, I don't want to talk much. What you're going to do, this is the event. Follow us on the post-event so that you see what we're doing.
And we know with this equipment that the state and its management agency, who have over the years been performing wonders with little or no equipment, will do wonders.
So as the holiday season rolls in, one thing is clear. Governor Eno is setting a tone of fairness, cleanliness and celebration grounded in the right values. Miriam Daniels, TVC News, Itu, Akwa Ibom State.
In a bid to foster a robust and inclusive business environment, the Kwara State government is streamlining the processes and the bottlenecks surrounding access to credit facilities. Commissioner for Finance, Howard Nuru, stated this during a workshop on ease of doing business in Kwara State titled Access to Credit for Investors in Kwara State. She said that the state is building a business ecosystem that is not only welcoming to investors, but also capable of driving sustainable development.
These discussions are not only timely, but essential for our collective vision to transform Kwara State into a hub of economic opportunity. By the end of today's program, I'm confident that we will have actionable insights, practical solutions, and renewed energy to drive investment and economic growth in our state.
Currently, we have about 487 registered exporters in Kwara State. However, just 15% of the total are active. And having this ease of doing business council that is currently established in Kwara State to go a long way that the export, we can lay claim of more prospective exporters soonest.
So my presentation is based on the difficulties and challenges of doing business as a female entrepreneur in Kwara State. And some of the things I'm going to talk about is I'll address the issues that we face as women, in terms of doing businesses. So you talk about lack of collateral. You talk about the fact that most businesses are in the informal sector, right? And because of this, they're not able to access finance.
The military has made significant progress in containing the activities of insurgency in the southeast region. This is the message of the Minister of Defense, Abubakar Badaru, when he paid a visit to the Governor, Hopu Zodima, at the Government House in Werimo State. The minister, while commending the effort of the government supporting the military in its non-kinetic approach, assured southeasterners of adequate security during the festive period.
We had meeting with his support in Enugu with all the security stakeholders. That is the youth group, the chiefs, and the CSOs, all from the southeast. And we have robust discussions, and they have contributed very well on how we can improve security in the southeast.
The thing about insurgency, kidnapping, and all manner of criminalities in the southeast will soon become a thing of the past. As for the Uletide, our people, the security agencies here, they are prepared and are well equipped. Unfortunately, in the past, we've had some casualties here and there, but they've risen to the occasion, and we'll continue to support them to ensure our people go about their businesses without fear of any molestation.
We are up to the task. We make sure that the Uletide, just the way it took place last year, that it will be without crime or minimal level of crime within this festive period. And for all the youths think that have been misled one way or the other with the latest development, they should please come forward, give up their arms, and allow peace to reign in the land. And we are there to support them.
Meanwhile, the management of the University of Lagos is set to host the second inaugural lecture of the Mike Adenuga Professional Chair in Entrepreneurship Studies. During an interview with the first occupier, Professor Sunday Adebisi, he spoke on the need for stakeholders to be part of the national discourse in the country.
We must come together as a private sector, combined with the public sector, responsible citizens to build this nation. The private sector should understand that its wealth creation is dependent on the public structure. The public structure must understand that without the private sector, its citizen cannot have job, its citizen cannot live comfortably. Therefore, they must create a structure that can make the private sector, to thrive. The citizen who will be employed by the private sector and who will be in the public structure to design policy for the private sector to thrive must live responsibly.
Reducing greenhouse gas emissions in the shipping industry remains a tough challenge as global effort to combat climate change gains momentum. At the just concluded COP29 summit in Baku, Azerbaijan, experts emphasized the importance of bold action in Africa's maritime sector, including the adoption of green hydrogen technology to achieve zero emissions and unlock the continent's blue economy potential.
Well, green hydrogen is seen as one of the important elements in transitioning to a green maritime sector. And for Africa to benefit from that, it would be helpful for it to develop green hydrogen projects and allowing it to work with the abundant resources that it has, like sun and wind.
The critical issue here is that whilst we are abundant in renewable energy resource in Africa, we don't have infrastructure to actually tap this renewable energy in a way whereby we can use it for energy. There is also the challenge of this area of renewable energy development to become extractive. We need to move away from the idea of extractive renewable energy, where the energy is tapped, the resource is tapped rather, and it's taken away from Africa, is turned into other things, and then it's sold back to Africa. We need to use the renewable energy resource in Africa to develop Africa's infrastructure.
And finally, in sports, Gang James Boy of Plateau State has emerged the winner of the capital city 10-kilometer race. Boy defeated Ismail Sajo of Cross River State to clinch the title of the maiden road race in Ikeja. Sajo came second in the race, while Emmanuel Dong Elia came in third. For the ladies, Abia David came in first to clinch the title ahead of second placed Yumina Nicholas and Grace Goha, who came third. The 10-kilometer race, which began 45 minutes late, ended at the Sky Park ground opposite Archbishop Violent Church after the authorities of the police college Ikeja changed its mind about hosting the race in the final minutes.
Move and push forward to see that I beat and become the best version. So that's the motive that gave me the motivation to move forward.